Hello, welcome to Hiroshi Vlog. My name is O.C., co-founder at Hiroshi.
Hi, my name is Chichi, co-founder at Hiroshi.
Cool. In this video, we're going to be talking about shopping.
Shopping! I love shopping!
It shows in the bank accounts.
Really?
You love shopping.
I love shopping for people. I do it. It's my job now.
Money is going. Take it easy. On a more serious note, we'd like to talk about shopping and the pros and cons of shopping in the U.S. from Nigeria versus shopping in Nigeria online from Nigeria. Does that make sense?
Really? Are you trying to confuse?
No, we're just talking about the concept of shopping online in Nigeria from Nigeria or shopping online in the US from Nigeria, the pros and cons, which one works for you depending on the scenario.
Why don't you say shopping in Nigeria or shopping in the US? All that long talk.
You have said it now. Continue.
It's confusing.
Continue.
So shopping in the US or shopping in Nigeria is something people talk about a lot. Like, should I buy in Nigeria? Should I buy in the US? It depends on your preference. Recently, I think about a year ago, a Hiroshi customer shipped a package to the warehouse. And we opened the package and it was
palm oil.
Wow.
Palm oil.
But a lot of bottles of palm oil. And we were curious. We were like, they make palm oil in Nigeria. Why?
That's one of our natural exports.
Why is someone ordering palm oil from the US? And after talking to the customer, we gathered that there was rumor about adulterated palm oil, that people were using some kind of red substance, and the person was just not comfortable with purchasing palm oil in Nigeria, that they had to buy lots of bottles of palm oil. It was the strangest thing we saw.
Now, of course, we couldn't validate his story, right? So it's just anecdotal evidence. So don't.
Yeah, that might be an extreme.
Yeah, it was just an extreme case. We haven't seen anything of that nature since then. But yeah, there are some scenarios like that when someone has run into some sort of experience and they're so jarred by that experience.
Yeah, they don't want to take any chances.
Yeah, shopping Nigeria.
They go the extreme.
But for me, I'm a Nigeria kind of person that likes to buy local
content.
Is my thing. Like, because when I travel back home, frequently as I do, I like to especially stop by the road and get some yogurt, that fine yogurt with gala.
Oh my goodness.
So for me, naturally I gravitate towards local content, being able to buy things locally and enjoy things locally. Now I get it that some people say, you live in the US, you come to Nigeria, you experience it for a few weeks and then you go out, it's not the same. I get that. So the reason why we're putting this vlog together is to kind of talk you through, how should you think about when to buy in the US and when to buy in Nigeria. Well, for me, buying in Nigeria, I'm thinking about my quick access to the product I'm buying. How quickly can I have it delivered to me?
Have to wait.
If it's something that I need right away, I have a party to go for the weekend.
Jumia, Konga, they deliver.
I can just pick it up and go. I don't have to wait some weeks to get my items delivered to me to be able to go to my party. I just need to party over the weekend. So that works for me. Now, local products that I cannot get anywhere else but the local markets. I have no option but to get it locally. So if I want to get my local agbalumo
or dudu oshun,
exactly, I can buy that in the US. Even if I buy it in the US, it's going to be arm and a leg to be able to buy that. That doesn't make sense. Perishables is another one. If I need to buy my ugu or vegetable or my
things like that,
melon seed for my egusi soup, I don't need to order that from the US. It doesn't make sense.
Who orders egusi from the US to start with?
So those things that are local, those things that you can afford locally, you can find locally, then of course just naturally you gravitate to buying those things locally. And again, last being the exchange rate challenge. Rate. So if you're buying from the US, you have to think about exchange rate, the cost of exchange rate and availability of exchange rate in that regard. So you want to be thoughtful about that.
So when you're buying in Nigeria, you don't have to bother about exchange rate because it's local currency. So you just pay in naira and you're good to go. So with that, there's also the downside of buying in Nigeria. So one being variety. Because I've had situation where I visited like ShopRite in Nigeria, and you go to a Levi store and you see the selection is nothing compared to the Levi in the US. The selection is limited. So the variety is reduced. You're not able to get as much variety. Then also availability. There are some products that are just not available in the US. From talking to some of our in Nigeria, yes. From talking to some of our customers that are creatives, like those in the art space, photographers, they need to videography, YouTubers, they complain about being able to access the products they need. It's not even available in Nigeria. So availability is another downside of shopping in Nigeria. Then quality is a big one, because we see all an asunder of things people are buying here, and you're asking, why can't you get it in Nigeria? And they're like, wow, I can't trust the quality, and it's just like that. So those are some of the downsides of shopping in Nigeria.
And then when you think about shopping in the US, it's completely the converse of that. In that in the US, you can take it for granted that you can go to Amazon.com and find a quality product, or even down to your local mall, go to Macy's, Dillard's, or DSW and pick up the right shoes. So you have options, right? And then you have availability. So also another thing. So if you go to the store, you have the stuff, you can get it right there, right then. Or you go to Amazon, have it delivered to you in about 2 days or sometimes 1 day.
He loves Amazon so much.
She loves it more than I do. So don't even go there, right? Don't even go there. Affordability is another key thing. In the US, affordability is ridiculous because they sell by seasons.
Every month there's a sale. Every month,
one sale or the other. Sometimes
every
have
month
50%,
60%,
70%, 75%, even 80% discount on items.
Sale every month
because they have to move inventory out for the next one to come in, so they're constantly slashing prices. So affordability is a key one. And then variety, you have so much variety that you are confused. I'm telling you, it is ridiculous. So for better or for worse, you just have time to choose which variety of item that you want. So it definitely has that challenge.
So the downside of shopping in the US will be the high exchange rate.
For sure.
Oh my goodness. Last year we saw rates go up to 500 naira per dollar.
Did it get to 500 exactly?
It did. It got to $500. $500.
Like
500 naira. It got to 500 at some point. Yeah. So that is the downside, because it now makes things very expensive, and you've not added the cost of shipping yet to ship to Nigeria. So the high exchange rate is definitely a downside. Also the delivery time, it takes sometimes 8 to 14 days, sometimes 4 to 5 days. Then God bless you that customs is not fighting with clearing agents. Then
that just makes it ridiculous.
It just extends the time even more. Then the third one is the cost of shipping. Cost of shipping from the US to Nigeria is expensive, especially when you use FedEx, UPS, DHL, any of these big names. But there's an alternative to that. If you go with the air freight option or the ocean option, is way more cheaper than that. So those are some of the downsides.
So when is it a good time to shop online in the US as opposed to shopping in Nigeria? Well, it's speed
of
delivery.
In Nigeria, you mean?
Yes,
shopping in Nigeria.
So speed of delivery, as I mentioned earlier, is a key thing for me when I'm in Nigeria. I just want to get my item right away, and if you need to get your item right away, it only makes sense to get it locally. If it's a local product, like we mentioned earlier, it makes sense to get it locally. You don't want to, of course, there's not availability of that outside of Nigeria. And then forex and card limit, if that is an issue for you, that's a constraint for you, definitely, because sometimes the exchange rates, even though it might be 360 from central bank, it might be like 380 or 390 at your bank. So you want to think about the cost of that. And then if you've maxed out your monthly limit, then you have an option.
Go with local.
Then the one that's really dear to my heart is patriotism, right? So if you are like me and you are into buying
made in Nigeria,
buying made in Nigeria, definitely. And I'm a big fan of that, buying things that are made locally, because we want to support the artisans,
definitely,
those that are creating and coming up with new ideas to create things. And nowadays with the young folks, they're coming up with some creative ideas.
Many creative ideas,
creating things from apparel to food and content, different expressions of gifts that's being shown right now. So definitely, if you're into that, Nigerian space is a place to buy.
So when is it a good time to shop in the US? So a good time will be when you've had issue with quality of the item, like the palm oil person we saw. So he probably had an episode or an experience that made him uncomfortable. So if quality is an issue for you and you just want that extra peace of mind, then you want to shop in the US. Another one would be the speed of delivery. If speed of delivery is not a big deal for you, then maybe it's something you don't need immediately, you can wait, then you want to explore shopping in the US. Then also, if it's brands you're accustomed to, maybe you've lived in the US before and there are just certain brands you can't do without, then you want to shop in the US. Then another one is you can be in Nigeria and you are just a taste maker. You like to explore things different beyond styles, beyond your location. Then you definitely want to look into shopping in the US. Then if availability, maybe what you need is not just available,
or even the variety,
or the variety is not there, then you definitely want to look to shopping in the US. And if any of this thing appeals to you in terms of shopping in the US and you need help shopping in the US, Hiroshi can help you purchase the items you need in the US from Nigeria. And the way we do it is simple. Just go to our website. We have the link in the description of this video. Click on it, sign up for a free account. You get a free US address. We give you an email address, and you're ready to start shopping on the brands here in the US. Once we get to your stuff at the warehouse, we send you an invoice, you pay, and we ship your item to you. In Nigeria, it's as simple as easy as that. So now you know the pros and cons from shopping in the US or shopping in Nigeria, and you can make your decision.
So what would you do?
So it depends. Like I said, it depends on what I'm trying to accomplish. So
all right, so you heard it. If you like what you heard or you don't agree with what you heard,
let us hear from you.
Let us hear from you in the comment section. Let us know what you think, and let's keep the conversation going.
If there are cool brands in Nigeria you want us to explore, let us know. We are always curious to find out what new things are happening and what new creators are making in Nigeria.
So if you like what you heard, make sure to subscribe to the channel and don't forget that bell button, because that lets you know whenever we publish any new content, so that you can be made known to you. So thank you for being a part of this.
Thank you for watching and keep shopping.
All right.